Hello everybody, this is the librarian. I know I haven't been doing too much lately, but today I have some recommendations for you. It's a little bit different than normal. I'm going to be talking about fractured fairy tales. I have 3 of them, which all of them are awesome and they're in special ways, but if you don't know what a fractured fairy tale is, it's where somebody takes a fairy tale and then they change certain details in it and make it a kind of a new story. And most of the time they're funny and everything. This is different than a retelling because a retelling is just the same story in a different situation, like nowadays instead of maybe the 13th century or something. So, let's start. First one is Rump. And I'm sure you can figure out what it is from the name. The most important and last actual sentence in the book is, "A name is a powerful thing." We know the story, spinning straw into gold for the firstborn child, but how did this all happen? Young Rump, as he is known in the mountain, or on the mountain, I suppose, is trapped in magic. He knows nothing about any of this. He's constantly pestered by pesky pixies. Poor Rump is on a quest not just to find his full name, but to unravel the mess that his life has become, all while making a few unlikely friends along the way. There are many things that aren't quite what they seem, but will Rump get past appearances? Is he really doomed to be a slave to magic, like they lead you to believe? You'll just have to read to find out. The second book that I have for you is Frogged. Once again, I'm sure you could probably figure out. So, what happens when kissing the frog does the opposite of what you think it will? Imogene, the princess, is far from being a perfect princess, and when weeks before her birthday, her mother gives her an extremely boring book, she goes outside to the pond to try to get away from it and clear her head and calm down, because quite a few things in the book make her quite angry. So, when a boy frog asks for a kiss to turn him back, her heart was in the right place, but then the kiss backfired and changed her into a frog. After talking to a completely useless witch, and after a brief acting career that doesn't quite go very well, it's an unlikely friend that happens upon the solution. Will this little episode make Imogene swear off boys and kissing altogether? You'll have to read to find out. And last, but certainly not least, A Tale Dark and Grim. What can 2 little children do against a murderer, the devil, countless terrible, awful parents, and a dragon? Well, quite a bit actually. In this combination of classic tales, we follow Hansel and Gretel as they embark on an insane and often gruesome adventure. And when I say gruesome, it's pretty gross. The narrator, who is quite helpful, actually makes little asides, as you can see in bold in the book, but he is quite helpful in warning when things are about to get messy and pretty gross, so that's pretty funny. He explains that actually these tales were connected all along. So, are Hansel and Gretel strong enough to defeat all of those enemies? All of them? What really happened to them? Because their original story doesn't really tell us too much. So, this book endeavors to explain a little bit more about who they really are and all sorts of things about them. So, to find out what actually happened to them and to figure out if they really can beat all of these people, you're just going to have to read it. And it is fantastic. All 3 of them are wonderful. So again, Rump, The True Story of Rumpelstiltskin. by Lysel Shirtliff. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Frogged by Vivian Van Velde. And A Tale Dark and Grim by Adam Gidwitz. Sorry if I butchered names, but these are all fantastic, and I highly recommend them to any budding readers who love fairy tales as much as I do. They are fun, put great twists on all the old stories, and it really just, it's a good read. It's a really good read. So, that's all I have for you today. So, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back soon. Bye.